NFL has an unfixable problem. The NFL has changed a lot through its history, and the position that was once considered to be the backbone of a franchise is currently the lowest it's ever been, and we're talking about the running back position. Teams have gone pass heavy, and the franchises have also realized running backs don't last very long in football. The average career of an NFL running back is currently 2.57 years. That number is growing to be slightly longer due to the workload management and the evolution of the third down pass catching backs. But it is the least durable position in the NFL. The main contributor of the running back regression is their age. The production usually starts to trend down when we see players hit the age of 28. So these teams don't want to invest big money into these players. And there are many reasons why people believe this is to be the truth. And free agent running back Melvin Gordon shares one of the reasons.
After Ty got paid, and then, Sean McVay came out and said, I'll never pay a running back again, and I'll just, use them and then, rotate them out. I think after that statement was made, and then I think they won the Super Bowl, it was just like everybody just followed suit, I think. And I kind of think that's where everything just started going downhill.
And other players like Austin Eckler, who's considered to be one of the most underrated players in the whole entire league, is just flat out done with players that are much worse than him, like second or third stringers making more money than him.
It comes down to comparing. Let's compare, right? Let's see what the real value add to a team is. If I'm looking at some of the backup receivers out here that are still making more than me, and that's going to piss me off, right? I'm like, okay, wait a minute. So you're telling me these people or the number 3 receiver is going to make more than me, and I'm the starter. I get more carries. I touch the ball more. I have more of an impact.
We can slowly feel something brewing in regards to the position and how the players feel like they're being mistreated in terms of value and how much they contribute to the team. And I can understand where the running backs are coming from. On average, running backs currently make $1.8 million per season. The only positions that running backs make more than are long snappers, which is $1 million a year on average, punters with $1.5 million per year, and fullbacks who make $1.7 million per year, and these would be all averages. The average kicker even out earns a running back, as they make $2.196 million a season as an NFL kicker. So you're telling me a kicker makes more than an NFL running back? That's pretty insane. And then things will come to a head on Twitter when Twitter user NFL's Draft Scout wrote this tweet saying, "Been saying it for years. Draft a running back, play the running back. If he's good, franchise that running back one time and then draft a running back." And this would catch the attention of several running backs in the NFL like Austin Eckler, who was so unhappy with his contract that he reportedly requested a trade earlier this year, and he clapped back at this tweet on Twitter saying they act like we're discardable widgets. And players like Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, Christian McCaffrey, who is currently the highest paid running back in the NFL, and he would call it criminal that Barkley, Jones, and Pollard didn't get new deals. Saquon Barkley would share his thoughts, and Derrick Henry would share his thoughts. And Mr. Henry went as far to say, at this point, just take the running back position out of the game then. The ones that want to be great and work as hard as they can to give their all to the organization just seems like it doesn't matter. I'm with every running back that's fighting to get what they deserve. Wow, they really mean business here. In terms of like where all this started, the mutiny came together when Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Tony Pollard couldn't get long-term deals. And Saquon tweeted after that saying, "It is what it is." And then reportedly, Josh Jacobs was sitting in his car in the parking lot of the Raiders facility with teammate Max Crosby at the deadline ready to sign if the deal got done. And it didn't. And now, Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley may be reportedly sitting out for the whole season until they get the contracts that they want. End of the day, this is probably the best practice for your team. Draft a running back late in the draft or even sign someone undrafted, keep them for a couple years, don't pay them, and then go to the next guy. Is that fair? Probably not. But is that the best way to maximize your team's potential? Yes, absolutely. It really is. And this has been a brutal year for the position. This offseason, Dallas cuts Ezekiel Elliott, the Vikings did the same with Dalvin Cook, who currently can't find a job right now. Tampa Bay releases Leonard Fournette, and the Browns decline to re-sign Kareem Hunt. Joe Mixon takes a significant pay cut to avoid joining all these guys in the free agent pool. Green Bay's Aaron Jones took a $5 million pay reduction, and the Titans reportedly made Henry available for a trade this spring, but no takers for a player who had more than 1,900 yards from scrimmage last season. And there was no trade market for a guy named Austin Eckler, despite having a dozen more touchdowns than any other skill position player in the NFL over the last 2 seasons. And all these guys I mentioned right here are under 30. In so many other positions, they're kind of like coming into your prime at that point. But these guys, you fall off the face of the earth around 28. It's really challenging. And unfortunately, again, you sticking to that 30-year number, these teams are probably right for not signing these guys to big contract, because any team that's handed out a big contract in the past 5 years basically instantly regretted it. Dallas signs Elliott for a massive deal, which forced them to trade Amari Cooper due to the amount of money they gave Ezekiel Elliott. Todd Gurley, who was an absolute stud, signs a massive deal with the Rams and was cut halfway through into the deal because he fell off the face of the earth. Dalvin Cook signs an extension in 2020 and is cut 3 years into the 5-year deal and is now jobless and looking for a place to play. Christian McCaffrey signs a massive deal in 2020 and has missed over 23 games over the next 2 seasons. And Carolina was forced to trade him to the 49ers. It's just been a flat-out disaster for that position. What happens from here? What do they do? Because from today on, the position will increasingly be less and less valuable until no one wants to play the position anymore. We shall see what happens, but if you ask me, it looks like it's not going to get any better from here. It's probably going to get worse.